And today I thought I would show you how to make these cute messy bun ponytail cluster beanies. Yeah. I was asked by somebody how I did mine, so I'm just going to show you. This is probably going to be like a 3-part, 4-part thing because otherwise the video will be super long. So this video is just going to show you the beanie itself, and then I'll make a video for the ears, the skull, the bow, and the star separate, just so otherwise the video will be like 500 hours long. So this is what you're going to need to make your messy bun ponytail beanie. I found online a lady uses hair ties. So I went to the dollar store, which I thought was brilliant. So I went to the dollar store and I bought me a package of just a basic hair tie. You're going to need an H hook, which I think is 5.0. Tapestry needle, little scissors, and then worsted weight yarn. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver. Is it Red Heart Super Saver or Red Heart? I think it's Red Heart Super Saver Shocking Pink. And then white. And what number is this? It's a medium weight 4-ply yarn. And I think that's it. So let me show you how to get started. Okay, so the hat I'm going to make is for a child size. My daughter is 5 going on 6, and it fits her great. She could probably wear it till this coming winter. And her birthday is in April. She's going to be 6, so I think she could wear it for another good year. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your H hook and your hair tie. Okay, so what you're going to do first is you are going to single crochet 27 single crochets around your hair tie. So this is how I start. Okay, so what you're going to do is kind of like a slip knot around your hair tie. So what I do is I have my yarn behind my hair tie. I grab my yarn like so, and put my yarn through like that, so it stays. And then you're going to single crochet 27. So just like you would, like you're going through a loop in your stitches, you're just going to go under your hair tie, grab your yarn, pull through, grab your yarn, and pull through. And I have a feeling that this is blurry, so okay, so you're going to do 27 single crochets. So again, you're going to go inside your hair tie, grab your yarn, pull through, grab your yarn, and pull through. And that's a single crochet. So you've done 2. This slip knot you made does not count. So you just did 2, 3, and you're going to do 27. And 27. You're going to slip stitch it to your very first single crochet here. So you just go in your stitch here, grab your yarn, pull through, chain 1, and there you have it. It's kind of cool. I like that because if you have a ponytail or something and you want it to stretch out a little bit, I thought it was kind of brilliant to use a hair tie. Okay. Oh, you're going to chain 3. So you chain 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to follow my pattern along while I'm trying to do this for you guys. Okay, and so you're already going to start your cluster stitch. And let me tell you what a cluster stitch is. What you're going to do is you're going to make a cluster stitch in this same loop here. So you're going to yarn over. You're going to go inside your stitch here, yarn over, and you're just going to pull up a loop. You're going to yarn over. You're going to pull through 2 loops only. You're going to yarn over, go into the same stitch here, and pull up a loop again. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops, and that makes a cluster stitch. Okay, and you're going to cluster stitch in every single crochet that you had. So we just did 1 cluster, so we're going to have 27 clusters. So let me show you how to do it again. You are going to take your yarn, you're going to yarn over, you're going to go into your next stitch, yarn over, you're going to pull up a loop. You now have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, you're going to pull through 2, you're going to yarn over, you're going to go into that same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through only 2 loops again, yarn over, and all 3 loops. You made another cluster stitch. Okay, yarn over, next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through only 2, yarn over, go into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, 3 loops. So we just did 1, 2, 3 clusters. You're going to do 27 altogether, so 24 more clusters. Okay, so once you've done your 27 cluster stitches, you're going to slip stitch to your first stitch here. So you just insert your hook and just pull your yarn through, and you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And the next pattern is you're going to do 2 cluster stitches in your first stitch, and then a single cluster stitch in your next 2 stitches. You're going to do 2 cluster stitches in here. So again, we're going to yarn over, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. You're going to do that same thing in that same stitch there. So yarn over, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. So you've done 2 clusters in 1 stitch. Now you're going to do a single cluster and a single cluster. So single cluster in the next stitch. Oh. I need to follow my own directions. Or maybe I was and I'm going too fast. So you did 1 cluster in that one. You're going to do a single cluster in this one as well. Okay, and now you're going to do 2 clusters in this next stitch, and you're going to repeat that. So you're going to do 2 clusters, single cluster, single cluster, 2 clusters, and you're going to have 36. Yep, you're going to have 36 clusters all around. Okay, so you've done your 2 clusters in 1 stitch, single in the next stitch, single cluster in the next stitch, single cluster in the next stitch, 2 clusters in the next stitch, single cluster in the next stitch, single cluster in the next stitch. So you've done that all around, and you have 36 clusters all around. You again are going to slip stitch it to your very first stitch here. You are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the next pattern is 2 cluster stitches, and then a single cluster stitches, single cluster stitch, blah blah, say that 3 times, 5 times in a row. Single cluster stitch in the next 3 stitches. So 2, single, 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 2, single, 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 and you're going to have 45 clusters all together. So you're going to do 2 clusters in the first stitch here. That was 1,
And now you're going to do a single one in the next one, single cluster, single cluster in the second one here, and a single cluster in the third stitch. So you did 2 single, single, single. Now you're going to do 2 single, single, single. And you're going to have 45 clusters all around. Okay, so you've done your pattern of 2 clusters in the first stitch and then a single cluster in the next 3 stitches, and you've ended up with 45 clusters. You're going to slip stitch it again to your very first stitch here. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And the next one is you're going to do 2 clusters in that same stitch, and then you're going to do a single cluster in the next 8 stitches. 2, 8, 2, 8. So let's do 2 clusters in this first stitch here. So I'm sure you guys have the hang of it by now. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. I'll do it slow just one more time. You're going to make a second one in that same stitch. Yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up loop, yarn over, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And now you're going to do a single cluster in the next 8 stitches. Then you're going to do a double cluster or 2 clusters in the next stitch, single cluster in the next 8 stitches. And you are going to have 50 clusters all together. Yeah. Okay, so you've done your 2 cluster in your first stitch and single cluster in your next 8 stitches, and you follow that pattern all the way around, and you've ended up with 50 clusters. Again, you are going to slip stitch it to your very first one. You're going to chain 3, and then for the next, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9. For the next 4 rows, you're going to do just a single cluster. Unless you want the hat all one color, I'm going to make it, I'm doing this pink, and then I'm going to do these lines white. So I'm going to do the next 4 rows this pink, and then I'm going to change it to white. Single clusters in each of the stitch. So 1 cluster, 1 cluster, 1 cluster, 1 cluster. So you're going to have 50 clusters all around. So just 1 single cluster in all of these 50 stitches. And I think it gets really easy making these things, these clusters, once you get the hang of it. And I know, I'm sorry, I'm not like other crocheters that crochet like this. I can't do that. My arm would fall off. I use my thumb a lot. I like to have control of my thread. So that's why I do it like this. Maybe it's because I used to be a knitter, and I know when I knitted I always held my thread like that as well. So let's do that all around till you have 50 clusters, and let's do 4 more rows. Okay, I forgot to tell you that this I have as counting as a round. So this will be round 1. This is round 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 rounds, and we're going to go from round 6 to round 9 with single clusters all around each stitch. Okay, so you've done your 9 rows, including this one here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to switch to white. So I'm going to slip stitch it like I would normally. But then I'm going to change my color to white. This is how I do it. I pull my white through, and I'm going to chain my 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to pull this tight here. And then I'm going to continue doing my single clusters in each stitch. So 50 of them all together. I start in that same stitch like I would if I was using my same color. So I'm going to do this single clusters all around, making 50 clusters total. Okay, so I did my 10th row of white. I'm going to slip stitch it, and then I'm going to do another row of the pink. So I pick up my pink and I chain 3 with the pink. 1, oops, oh come on, and now we count 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to do the single. Okay, so you chain 3 and you're going to do 50 clusters all around again and go into that same stitch. And you're going to do that all around, and then I'll see you at the end. Okay, so you've done your 50 clusters with your pink. You're going to slip stitch attach it. And then I'm going to pick up my white yarn again. That's not it. I'm going to pick up my white yarn again, and I'm going to do another 50 clusters all around. So I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And again, do 50 clusters all around the hat. So let's do 50 more, and I'll meet you right back here. Okay, so you've done your other row with your contrasting color. Again, you're going to slip stitch it, and I'm going to pick my pink back up, and I'm going to chain 1, and now I'm going to oopsie, single crochet around. Just a single crochet. So 50 single crochets all around. And I don't think I showed you in the beginning how to do a single crochet, and I'm sorry. A single crochet is you insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through. That's a single crochet. So you're going to do 50 of those all the way around. Okay, so you've done your 50 single crochet all around. You're going to slip stitch it to your first stitch. Okay, and again I'm going to go back to my white, and I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to do 50 single crochets all around. Okay, so I've done my Haley, so I've done my 50 single crochet of my white. Slip stitch it to your very first one, back to the pink, chain 1, do 50 single crochets around the hat, slip stitch it, fasten off, and we'll be done. So let's do another row of 50 single crochet. Okay, so you've done your 50 single crochet all around. You're going to slip stitch it again, chain 1, snip snip, and cut your white off, And there you have it. There it is. Now I'm going to do a separate video for the ears, skeleton, bone, and star. Otherwise this video would be 500 hours long. So, like I said, you could do it all one color, or you can do it variation like this. And so here's the video for that, and then stay tuned for the rest of it. I hope you guys like it. If you guys have any questions, comments, any of that good stuff, let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so this is the finished product. If you have used my pattern, this is what the hat's gonna look like. This is a stretchy top for your ponytail bun. There's the star, there's the skull, there's the ears. So all the videos are up on my YouTube channel, and I also made a video on how to make the bow. So if you want to make the bow instead of the star, that's totally up to you. But this is what I'm